Well, good afternoon. Happy Sunday. And I wanted to come live because, for one, I haven't been live in so long, and I know y'all miss me. I know y'all want my thoughts and opinions on these topics, or excuse me, these hot topics on these streets. So I thought, you know what? Why not come live Sunday? This is a good day to go live, right? So I was asked a question by my twin. Do I believe in Resurrection Sunday? And it caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting her to ask me that, but she did. And so I said, well, I believe in the resurrection. Okay. Let me just pause right there and let me just say this. I am not a Christian. I am not a Hebrew Israelite. Okay. I am not Catholic. I'm not apostolic. I'm not Kojic. I'm not non-denominational. I'm not Lutheran. I'm a believer. Okay, that's it. I'm just a believer. Now, Rona, what do you believe? I believe in God, and I believe in the Bible. Okay. Now, what you believe, what you serve, if you're a part of a denomination, Kool-Aid. I ain't got no problem with that. Okay. Now, the question was asked to me, and I'm going to give the answer, over the airwaves, I thought. So the thing is, let me start with this. If you look at my Instagram story, my last post was, people believe traditions over the truth. I keep pausing because it says bad connection. I don't want y'all to, I don't want to be talking and y'all miss something. Let me start by saying this. Traditions are often taught to us. Hi, daughter. Get off. But no, my daughter knows how I am. She knows how I talk. As a matter of fact, Nini, please answer this question. Have I ever bought a Christmas tree, and have we ever celebrated Christmas in our home with just me and you? Just answer for the people, because I'm going to go down that street. N.Mo 2.8, that's my daughter. So a lot of us grew up on traditions. A lot of us grew up, she's putting the rolling eyes. That means no. And so just because you were taught something doesn't mean that it's right. And just because you observe it and you do it, it still doesn't make it right. But listen, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. Now, a couple of years ago, I had spoke about Easter, and I did a teaching on it. I think it was called Easter versus Passover. Okay. And oh man, people was eating me up, but y'all know I love controversy, right? I love talking about God. I love talking about the Bible. That's one of the things I geek off on. And so I also believe I made a post that Easter and Christmas is not in the Bible. Again, I'm pausing because on my screen it says reconnecting, and I don't want nobody to miss anything that I'm saying. People are like off with her head, so to speak. Let the kids have their holidays. That's the problem. That's how they get to you, is through your children. And so Easter is rooted in sexuality. And I think if a lot of you did a deep dive for yourself, and I did a teaching on 2 years ago, I put a post up about it in my Instagram story. You can go look at the video on TikTok. He breaks it down. I did the exact same thing 2 years ago, and people were coming for me. And my thing is, why would you want your children, my child doesn't. Why would you want your children to participate in something that's rooted, again, it's that reconnecting, in something that has a connotation such as sex behind it? Like, why would you want them to do that? It's a god, a fertility god. And they would get eggs. They would put blood on it. Like I said, I already taught on this, right? But it's rooted in that, okay? And I don't want nobody to say, oh, well, it's just a holiday, something for the kids to do. You're practicing that. When you get the Easter bunny, or when you get the eggs, or the Easter basket. It all goes into this particular Easter celebration. But like I said, even when I was a teacher, right, I got in trouble my first year of being a fifth grade teacher because I taught on all the holidays to my children. I was at a Christian school. And if any of my fifth graders from my first fifth grade class from Los Angeles Academy get on, tell them she did. I taught them the truth. Now, yeah, of course I got in trouble because parents were like, well, I don't know why my eyes are always watering. Don't take the fun at it for our kids. If we want to celebrate, listen, you can. I'm a teacher. My job is to teach. So here's the thing. Now let's go to the Bible for all you Christians and all you Bible thumpers. Now let's go to the Bible, all you Christians, holy rollers, Bible thumpers. If you can show me where Easter is in the Bible and where they had a rabbit and they had eggs and they hid them in all these beautiful pastel spring colors, and one has money in it. Listen, if you can show me where that is in the Bible, then I will recant. I will recant. But you can't. But listen, I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge. Let's discuss. Let's have dialogue about it. Another thing. Now, this is where I'm going to get in trouble with the Christian community. Jesus didn't rise on Sunday. No, he didn't. Well, Jesus wasn't Christian. And I spoke on this too, way back when. And, again, off with my head. People was going for me in the comments. But, again, I can handle that. He wasn't Christian. He was a Hebrew. My dad taught me that. Rest in peace, Pops. And, yeah, I'm just going to, breaking news. So I know a lot of y'all, and I know a lot of y'all that went to church today, you heard this a lot. He died all day Friday. He died all day Saturday. But early Sunday morning, he got up with power, all power in his hand. Okay. Let's do the math, okay? Friday, one day. Saturday would be the second day. Sunday would be the third day, right? However, Jesus said that he would be in the earth 3 days and 3 nights, okay? So Friday and Saturday, by that definition, would work. But Sunday, that eclipsed the third day, right? Well, let's be biblical, people. He actually started dying Wednesday. Yeah. Day 1. Thursday would be day 2. Friday, yeah, would be day 3. They're not going to keep his body in the earth on the Sabbath. Okay? So he actually got up on Saturday. But hey. Don't get mad at me. It keeps pausing, y'all. It says reconnecting. That's why I'm stopping. Just read the Bible. And you will see that I'm right. He got up on Saturday during the Sabbath. The Sabbath starts Friday and, it goes into Saturday. So Jesus was already up. I'm just telling you what the Bible says. That's it. I'm just telling you what the Bible says, okay? Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what the Bible says, okay? So the problem is when it comes to church, yes, I'm talking about church again. And if you don't like it, it says poor connection. So when I see that, y'all, I'll pause. If you don't like me talking about church, then you can Exodus. Like in the, the second book of the Bible, you can Exodus. The thing is, again, let's remember what I said about tradition and truth. Okay. Now we're stepping to the realm of tradition versus truth. It's been tradition in the church to say he died all day Friday, he died all day Saturday, but then on the third day he got up. Well, Sunday wouldn't be the third day from Friday, Saturday. It wouldn't be. Again, Jesus said he would be in the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. So the Friday, Saturday, Sunday does not. However, the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday does work. And it's in keeping with the Sabbath. Y'all remember in the commandments, right? When God gave Moses the commandments, one of those commandments was keep the Sabbath day and keep it what? Holy. Did you read that in the Bible? Okay. So before you guys try to come for me, just give me the scriptures. Okay. That we gonna be biblical here. Okay. I'm talking about people who read the Bible, know God, got a relationship, or, you on a truth journey in biblically. The problem I have with Black people is we're so tradition. Like we celebrate Easter. We celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate neither one. I don't. And like I said, my daughter, for those of you that are just now getting on, I asked my daughter the question. Yes, y'all see the little emoji face she put? That's to me, no, we don't. We don't celebrate it, okay? And so my thing is, just because you've done something traditionally doesn't make it right. For example, I'm going to use this example my twin gave me. Her and my mom was talking, and she was saying that, and this was a good point that she brought up, because I was like, hey, you know what, Nella, you're right. Okay, y'all, it always says reconnecting on my end. I probably need to go closer to the box, but I don't want to. But anyway, y'all bear with me. When I pause, it says reconnecting, and I don't want y'all to miss nothing. Okay. She said growing up, we really didn't have like health consciousness like we do now, right? And so our parents, my mother, and maybe a lot of your parents grew up in a time where they cooked a certain way, right? And look, my mom's a chef. I'll put her up against anybody, okay? But the problem is, Nella thinks she's Nella thinks she's a better cook than my mother. And listen, y'all know Nella can cook. Anytime Nella cook, I go to the house, I post it. Now, Nella can cook. But Nella cooking is different from my mom's. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But Nella made this, she pointed this out. She was like, I cook more health conscious, right? Or I just cook differently. We don't eat beef and pork, so, and my mom does. And again, nothing wrong with that. That's what she chooses to eat. But again, when you know better, you do better. I'm not saying one is right over the other, but you have to do what works for you. And so when Nella said that, I was like, you know what, she's right. We are more health conscious. We are, some of us are more health conscious. I'm gonna say some of us, I don't want to put us all in the same boat, because I get in trouble when I do that. Some people are more health conscious. They are more concerned about what they're putting in their bodies, as opposed to eating in a way that we grew up. Okay. Because let's face it, the way that our parents and grandparents and back in the day generations, the way they were eating really wasn't healthy, but we survived, right? But now we know there's a different way. Maybe you shouldn't cook with vegetable oil. You should use avocado oil because it's more healthy, right? So I'm just using that as an example. Okay. We're going to go back to, Easter. So I don't have any problem with anyone. If you celebrate Easter, that's on you. If you ask me why, I'm going to tell you why. And I just explained that to you. And the problem I have is a lot of people, especially Black people, okay? And this may go for any race, to be honest with you, but I'm speaking from a Black perspective because I'm what? Black. But a lot of times we do things because it's tradition. Now, I was told when you grew up, you celebrated Easter, you celebrated Christmas. Yeah, you're right. I did. But when I got older and I got the understanding of what Easter means and what Christmas means, I didn't partake in it at all. I don't even celebrate it. So the question that was posed to me, do you believe in Resurrection Sunday? No, I do believe in the resurrection. Okay. So I do believe in the resurrection. I do believe God died and he rose. I do believe in that. Why? Because it's in the Bible and I believe in the Bible. But Easter, absolutely not. Christmas, Absolutely not. And to be honest, all of these are holidays that are money driven. Every time the holiday rolls around, people are running around, especially during Christmas, crazy, trying to get gifts for their kids. Nope, I do not celebrate Christmas. Never have. I never brought a tree, never brought a gift. Now, when my daughter was younger, I did. But here's where I had a revelation. Me and Sheeta, my older sister, we were doing Black Friday. And this is when it was crazy. Right now, Black Friday don't Black Friday like it used to. So she was like, I ain't doing this no more. We getting up early to come out here, beat these crowds, go shopping for what? Now, I never got a Christmas tree, but I did buy my daughter gifts. This was when she was young, though. Now, please, I don't do it. So it was then I had the revelation. I was like, she right. I'm not doing no gifts. I never put up a tree. I never decorated. Never did. So again, my daughter already attests to the fact that I never did, never will. And again, if you choose to do it, that's your business, okay? Let me get like Tabitha. That's your business, okay? But don't knock me for what I do and what I believe, right? I believe my job as a believer in God is to help people come into the real knowledge and understanding of who God is. And if me doing that offends you, well, I don't care. There's nothing that, because your opinion of me doesn't really matter. And what you do doesn't affect me, and what I do doesn't affect you. The problem is that we live in a social media world, so everybody is going to have an opinion. And look, that's fine. But don't get mad at me because I speak my truth. Now, look, I see a lot of my friends, I've seen their stories. They got their Easter baskets for their kids. They decorating. Look, I ain't said not a word because why? That's them. That's what they choose to do. It's not going to make us stop being friends. It's not going to make me not like them. This is just my truth and what I'm living in. No, I did not get my daughter an Easter basket. We don't dye eggs. We don't do none of it. None of it. Because why, Rona? I've come to the understanding of what Easter really means and what what Christmas really means, right? And so, the reason why I mentioned Sunday is because Jesus didn't get up early Sunday morning. And again, I know a lot of churches, a lot of Christians, oh, Rona, you're lying, it's not right. Oh. Just read the Bible. That's all you gotta do. Just read the Bible. Just read it if you believe in it. Just read it. If you believe in God, just read it. Everything that I'm saying about Easter and Christmas cannot be found in the Bible. But what I'm telling you, you'll be able to find it in the Bible. You won't see nothing about Easter in the Bible. You won't see nothing about Christmas. As a matter of fact, in Jeremiah, it speaks about Easter and Christmas in the sense you're not supposed to do it. And it says you are not supposed to cut down a tree and decorate it. When I get biblical, okay. When I get biblical, y'all get mad. People want the truth until it's time to give them the truth. It's funny. Like, I don't really go live. Now that I'm live, I'm getting all type of text calls. So the thing is that people say, give me the truth. And then when it's time to get the truth, they don't want the truth. So it's like, well, which one do you want? Do you want the truth? Or do you not want the truth? Just let me know. Let me know. And like I said, everything that I'm saying is in the Bible. You can read it for yourself. And I know people gonna come out to this live. Oh, Rona, just show me in the Bible where Easter is, where Christmas is, where Valentine's is. It's see, Easter, Valentine's, all these holidays, they're American made or man-made, as people like to say, and that's true. Because if you are a believer, I said believer, notice I said believer, I'm not putting no type of denomination or type of believer you can be. It's not in the Bible. It's not. And we got to start being real And we got to start challenging the things that are going over the airways. Everybody want to challenge everything else. But when it comes to God and when it comes to the word, we want to debate. We want to make stuff fit for tradition, not for truth. And that's where I have a problem. Because if we're going to be truthful, let's be all the way truthful. Okay? But now I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to go ahead. I would love to have more dialogue with everyone about Easter and about Christmas. If you celebrate it, Kool-Aid. I don't, will not, have not. I'm talking about me being a mom with my daughter. Have not. When she was a young girl, yes. I know people like, well, I remember when, look, yeah. If my family celebrate, if my family does, look, I'm not hating. I don't say, look, because what you choose to do in your life, that's your business, okay? My Dr. Healthy voice, that's your business, okay? But I'm Joshua. And as for me and my house, okay? I don't do Easter. I don't do Christmas. If you do it, kudos, okay? If you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to be on the live. You don't have to go into my Instagram stories. You don't have to. I'm not hurting for people to view my stories. I'm going to speak the truth, put it out there as God instructed me to do. And that's it. That's all. Hey, Sands. And that's it. I'm not about to get into a battle because once God says it, that settles it. That's it. Now, again, if you want to refute it, give me the scripture. Show me in the Bible. Because 2 years ago, I did a teaching on Easter and Passover, and I gave scriptures. And I was like, I ain't. It keeps pausing, y'all. So when it pauses, I pause. I'm just going to speak. I'm going to go off the dome. Whoever like it, don't. But to end this whole conversation, I do not celebrate Easter. I do not believe in Christmas. I do believe in the resurrection. I don't believe God resurrected on Sunday. He got up Saturday. Again, it's in the Bible. And that's it. That's all I have to say. I want to hear what y'all have to say. What do y'all think? Do you celebrate Easter? Do you celebrate Christmas? Do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Do you do any of those holidays that causes you to have to go out and spend money on your loved ones? Do you celebrate those? And if you do, why? And if your answer is, Arona, I like it. Cool. I'm not going to tear you down for your belief. Don't tear me down for my belief, right? I want to be biblical, in the reasons why I don't celebrate Easter or Christmas. Okay? Why does this keep pausing? I don't like it. And so, and then here's another thing before I get off. I thought I was done, but I'm not. I guess I'm acting like a preacher now. Oh, I'm closing, but I'm not. I feel like when it comes to church and I speak on it, it ruffles feathers. But listen, one of the things, if you know me, like in real life, off these social media streets, exactly. My son said, Katie, by the way, follow her page, Funky Flair Boutique. She has a boutique. All you ladies want to get clothes, or even you man for your loved ones, women in your life, follow Funky Flair Boutique. She has cute pieces. She said, I went to church today like a usual Sunday. Exactly. And again, let me say this. If you celebrate Easter, Resurrection Sunday, I ain't got a problem with it. My job is to teach you what's in the Bible. That's it. When it comes to the church, though, let me say this. I like church. I don't know if it's so much church that I like, because church is a construct, right? It's a building, okay? The Bible says in Corinthians, I can't quote the verse, but I know the book. It says, do you not know that your body is the temple of God, right? So we are the church. This body is the temple. God dwells and lives in us. I see church like a gas station where you go to get refueled, recharged. And I don't have a problem with that, right? And let's be honest, a lot of people are not quote unquote Christian. I'm not, but I'm a believer. I believe in God. And yes, I have gone to church, will go to church, have gone to church. Don't have a problem with that. But what I'm more interested in when I go to church is the preaching, the teaching. For those of you that really know me, if you know me, you know I'm a God geek. Like, I geek off God stuff, right? I geek off godly topics, godliness, the Bible. That's my thing. Like, a lawyer likes law, a doctor likes medicine. I like having discussions around the Bible and God. Like, that's my thing. That's my thing. But I think when it comes to church, it's a lot of things that we do, learn, and were taught in church that are not biblical. Period. Period. And a lot of times when it comes to the black church, again, I can only speak from a black perspective because I am a black woman. So a lot of times what I find when it comes to not just even black church, but maybe just church in general, because, other races that believe in the Bible and God do the same thing in their way. But I'm going to speak from the black church perspective. We do a lot of things out of tradition. We do. Because in this day and age, in this dispensation of information, you cannot tell me that you cannot do a simple Google search and find out the true meaning of Easter, or the true meaning of Valentine's Day, or the true meaning of Christmas. You can find it out for yourself. And now I thought I was getting out, but more thoughts are coming to me. So we just dialogue, y'all. We just talking. Or y'all just listening to my thoughts. Another thing. Why is it that this is for those of us that believe in the Bible and believe in God? Notice I'm not putting the type of believer you are or any type of denomination. We're just talking Bible and God. Now, why is it that when you say you believe in God and you believe in the Bible, and then someone challenges a thought you have, like Easter, like Christmas, y'all want to go down Rona's throat? But when I show you in the Bible what it says, you don't refute it, right? And so now I'm gonna jump into something else, but it kind of it ties into this. It ties into tradition, okay? And I'm again, let me say this too. I have no heaven or hell to put anybody in. These are just my thoughts. The reason why we get into the R. Kellys, the Diddy's, and the Cosby's of the world is because people sit by and allow things to go on too long. And then when the straw or the straw that breaks the camel's back, now everybody want to come out and speak on it. But if people who were around these gentlemen said something, how many lives would they have helped? How many women would have been helped? How many children would have been helped? Now listen, I want to say this too about the R. Kelly, the Cosby, and now that's taking over the headlines is Diddy. Is we really don't know what happened, right? We're on the outside looking in. We don't really know what happened. We're going by what we see. Some of you may actually know them or work with them or know people that work with them, so you may have more of an insight, okay? But what I'm saying is, if people would have spoke the truth, how many people would have been saved? And let's not presume that nobody didn't speak up. I know a lot of times when, I hate the word victim because I feel like it's like a negative term, survivor. I like survivor better. When survivors speak their truth, a lot of times people say, well, what took you so long? Or why are you just now coming out? Because now everybody's coming out. Well, sometimes people are scared. Sometimes people get death threats put on them. Again, okay. All right, y'all. It keeps pausing. That's why I pause. A lot of times when, especially women, anytime a woman comes forth and speak her truth, people try to silence her. They put their goons on them. And sometimes women are scared. Sometimes people are like, you know what? I'd rather have peace than be victimized. I'm just keeping it real. And so I kind of think that happens in the church too. A lot of things that have partaken place in the church or that we have done in the church is not right. It's tradition. It's not truth. And I want to end this here. If you don't take nothing away from this live, hear me when I say this. The choices and decisions we make in life put us where we are.